Brazil versus Scotland. Wow. Wow. Brazil absolutely demolished Scotland. I don't even know if Scotland even came to play ball or this Scotland team they off me. Scotland. Honestly, coming into this game, I was like giving Scotland like some thin line of hope because Scotland is actually a big country with decent stars in there. Though they don't have like the best of the best players, but you have a team consisting of McTominay, Benganon, Dogra, and Christie. This guy in Aston Villa, McGinn. You get Robertson. Who else again is even popular? Angus Gunn. Angus Gunn was once a keeper for Southampton, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So I was thinking with these players they had, they are really going to like come into this match against Brazil and be a threat. Even if we all know they will not beat Brazil, but at least come into this match and pose a form of threat. Come into this match and show that they are capable of playing the big boys. But they just came into this match and opened their legs like this. Brazil just wonderful performance from Vinícius Júnior actually. Vinícius, I was really, really impressed with his performance. In fact, he would have gotten a hat trick. He had the second goal cancelled. That second goal he scored. When he said, I watched it and yeah, it was a clear foul. It was actually a clear foul. Vinícius used his leg to clip that defender. Got hit that defender. He used his leg to clip that defender, and it was a very a fair call from the referee. Very fair call from the referee. I will not even say too much about that. Very decent call from the referee. Then he replied before the second half, before the first half came to a conclusion with a very decent header. My eyes were on Neymar. I was trying to see Neymar like come back into the fold, and sure, no, this World Cup is actually Neymar's last dance. I don't know if he might play the next one, but I think he might be able to still play the next one. Messi is 30 in World Cup, Ronaldo is 41, so Neymar might still play the next one, but I don't know how his body will, adjust to that kind of expectations that will be in the next 4 years. But Neymar came into this food and didn't really do much, didn't really offer too much, was just decent. Yes, was just decent on the ball, keeping things sticking for Brazil. And you expect this from someone that is just coming back from injury. You don't expect him to go on the ball and try to make things happen, try to be creative. Now, you are just trying to get the ball. Like that's why they put him in that same something minute, just to get the ball conversant with his feet. You get let him have a taste and a feeling of the ball before he can become a normal weapon, and then we all know Neymar can. You get so that's just it. Overall, I thought few players were brilliant in this match. Yeah, I thought a few players were actually quite brilliant in this match. Let me even start with Scotland. Fans, Scotland were absolutely horrible in this match. I don't even know what they came to do. I don't know what was their plan. What was their plan for this match? They were very, very horrible. It was even said that they don't really need to beat Brazil. They just need to keep the scoreline at 1-0 or 2-0 to have a very fair goal difference to get into the best third place third what do you call this team, third place teams. There's a group for third place teams, so they just have to like keep the scoreline not too high to get into that place and make it easier for themselves. But so far so good. I don't really know if they have, but I think they should still be there. Yeah, I think they should still be there. But absolutely, they were very, very horrible, very, 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 very horrible. I don't know what their plan was. That this team does not look like a team ready to compete. And for a player like McTominay, to tell you how horrible this Scotland is, if a team is functioning very well, we all know Scott McTominay will turn up. If a team is functioning properly, we all know McTominay will definitely turn up. But for him not to turn up in this match tells you the whole story. They were horrible. Okay, so that aside for Scotland, we head into Brazil. A lot of decent players. Matheus Cunha was decent. I'm a Chelsea fan. I've always been against this Matheus Cunha over Joao Pedro agenda. I've always been against it. But so far, so good. He has been brilliant in this World Cup. I'll give credit where credit is deserved. He has 3 goals in 2 games. Very, very good. Vinicius, oh, magnifique. That is why they brought Carlo Ancelotti to come and coach him at Brazil, because if he's doing well at Real Madrid, he's not doing well in Brazil. Why not bring the coach that brought out the best out of him in Real Madrid to Brazil so that he can uplift the team? And it seems like that decision has worked. Bringing Ancelotti from Real Madrid to Brazil has kind of uplifted Vinicius' game. He looks a completely different player. The way he moved, the movement in that first half was very, very. Aside from those goals, even the second goal tell you how decent his movement is in the box. For someone that is 5'10", not that tall, for him to get that header in tells you how good his movement is, has improved. And all thanks to Carlo Ancelotti for always being that kind of coach that brings out the best out of Vinícius Júnior. Yeah, so that's it. Vinícius Júnior was very, very impressive. Ryan started from the right, that replaced Rafinha. Quite decent, not too much spark within him, but decent, kept him sticking, pressed hard for the second goal. And next person is Guimaraes. I really love Guimaraes a lot. I think he was very, very decent. He got two assists. That second one to Vinicius was a very sublime cross for Vinicius. I've forgotten how his first assist was like actually. But that one was to Vinicius was very good. And overall was keeping things sticking. Try okay, yeah, he assisted Cunha too. Yeah, that was a very, very like astute performance from the guy Maraj. I used to call him the guy Maraj, but his name is Bruno Guimaraes. But I used to call him the guy Maraj whenever I play football. Yeah, so that's it. It was very, very brilliant. Casemiro was fair enough. You get. I was really impressed by that centre back pairing of Marquinhos and Gabriel. He left footer at the left side of defense, right footer at the right side of defense. That balance was there. No too much complications. Though Scotland, I don't even know how they were trying to press, Brazil, but having that, balance in that centre back position was very, very crucial for Brazil. Another player I thought was very decent was Alisson. Alisson was very, very, very decent, kept Brazil in the game, good saves, He was really, really present at the back of the post. Yes, at the back of the post, all these Europeans to call it now. So yeah, it is. Overall, it was very, very decent, and we all see why he's starting over Ederson in this Brazil setup. Yeah, very decent, and a lot of other players came on and they were decent too. But like this just give summary of the games. It was expected for Brazil to beat Scotland, and they've done that. They've beaten Scotland, and to be heading to the next knockout stages. It's completed already. To be into the next phase of the World Cup, and I feel like they can still do well. They're looking and keep producing this result because it seems like they've improved after that Morocco match where they were looking. I'm not going to put it. They're not really looking too confident on the ball, but they've come out this time and improved. And now they are getting results. The last one they got a very good win. Now they are getting another result again. So it's quite decent from Brazil and all of that. Let's just see how it goes for them throughout this tournament. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, I talk about football and other football related things. Like, share, and subscribe. Catch you in the next time.